There she is. I'm getting Kevin the way you did. How'd you get sent for? We got 1 minute left. It's good to see everybody here tonight. Appreciate you being here. I'm going to ask Andy to lead us in prayer and Chief, you will lead us in prayer. Okay?
Bow our head. Lord, I thank you for this day you've given to us. Thank you for all the many blessings. Ask you to be with us tonight and lead, guide, direct us in the decisions you would have us make for the betterment of the town. And just lead, guide, direct us in your precious name. Amen.
Amen.
Everybody stand. Attention. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
To approve our payables. Motion. Second. Any questions about that? All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Same time too, we also
everything's going good. I do need to replace the computer what connects us to the CAD system. The old computer's one that came from the old fire station. And it has Windows 7 on it, and we need Windows 11 or better to support it. And that computer won't support Windows, and it's starting to crash on us. And so it's probably in the budget because I did have money for computer repairs. But I'm not 100% sure, but we do really need to replace it because we're having to reboot it every day now. And that's where we get our calls from. It's just the CAD system.
So we don't get calls, right?
Well, no, we still get our calls over the radio. This gives us all of our information for reports. We can also get directions off of it. We can go in there and look real quick and kind of read what's going on. A call we need to check and stuff like that. So other than that, I just need to get it.
If you can just give us the specs that software runs, it'll help us figure out what computer would work best.
I don't know, I can get it. I can call a guy at 911 because he's gonna come out and fix it anyway. I mean, he's gonna come set it up and stuff for us.
Yeah, just.
I'll get him to see what we need, and then I'll just, I'll get with Matt and everything, if that's okay. I'll do it. I'll call him tomorrow.
All right.
Appreciate it. You and Matt going on that?
Yes.
All right. Let me go back and I do need a motion to approve the minutes from last meeting as well.
I make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Any questions, discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right.
Who seconded that? I'm sorry.
I think me and Ricky both did. Any, meeny, miny, mo.
Let's put one there. We're all qualified. All right, moving along. Park and recreation. Anybody, anything?
Have we got that one light fixed?
I know all of us working but one of the day.
Yeah, he has not been back out since he fixed the other ones. So I will, make a note to call him
Okay.
about that one last line.
Anything else on park? Streets.
Man, got the estimate, or waiting on the estimate, guy came out yesterday to look, so, we're waiting on a couple of days, he should get it back and see what to do it for.
Which street are we talking about?
Ash Drive and Drew Avenue, the issues we got there. I think those are the next two worst ones on the list.
Anything else on that? Anybody have anything? Moving on, planning and zoning.
We currently have nothing on schedule, so all wet.
I've had a good run there for a while. So it is a run, right?
That's one of those no news, good news kind of deals.
All right. Moving along, is it planning and zoning?
So, also back on that note, under planning and zoning, I know we had talked about reaching out to the Jefferson County Department of Economic Development.
Yes.
We called, I talked to the lady one time, we emailed her, I called her back, haven't heard anything back. So, I'll keep trying to reach out to her.
Who did you talk to after? You remember?
No, I've got it somewhere. What's that?
You remember, later.
I'll find it.
Her name starts with an M. That's all I can remember.
Yeah.
Well, that could be a few names there. Starts with an M. That's good. Thanks, Pat.
Somebody picked
Mary Marshall.
her last name is David.
Yes.
You dig it?
Yeah.
This big.
I just don't remember her first name.
All right, good deal. Anything else on that?
No, just when I called to speak with her, she said we had to get on the schedule to get into their programs. And they have an open, they call it an open season, and it starts in September. So when I called her in June, she told me to call her back at the end of July, 1st of August. I have, and we're still waiting, so.
Okay. So is the season over?
I don't know.
All right, well, let us know.
All right, I'll keep you updated.
Thanks, sir. Had a question here about under new business, the old, is it old, at the old town hall, or just the fire station, excuse me? You got old clerk that was up there, just so everybody's aware. That was, when that changed hands, it was already part of the facility, as it was planted in the ground, basically.
Both of them.
Okay, yeah. So that being said, we let that be part of the sale, that building, so just so everybody's aware it's going. And then let me also mention to everybody, we did away with our recycling ban, and I know it's brought up a lot of discontent with people, and I understand that. But the problem became that it was such a problem, the people using it as a garbage, and to offload chairs, garbage, debris, and you can find anything in the world in there, and very little recycled material. So with this man, the gentleman was getting aggravated and owns the property now, and so to make a long story short, we decided it was best just to do away with that until something else becomes available. So, I'm sorry we're not using it, but at the same time, it was not feasible to do so. Yes, ma'am.
State they started using the City Springs parking lot by the pole to dump their junk. We've either got a swimming pool there or jumping jack. So So,
Right across the street, Second Baptist
so people don't care.
It is that way, and I hate to say that, you know, but it is what it is, so. I'll listen. All right, anything else about that? If you know a way of fixing it, let me know. All right, moving on, next one.
Do you want to do the national night out?
Max, you explain this item about the labor.
Sure. Back in, I think, May, there was an act passed and signed by the governor in, I think, June. No, I'm sorry, it was signed by Governor Ivey June, I'm sorry, May 15th. It's a levy of excise tax on vapor products, consumable vapor products. It's 10 cents per milliliter is what the state imposed tax will be. It'll actually begin October 1st of 2026. But the legislation says that if a municipality is going to levy any additional tax or a different tax, it has to do so by October 1st of 2025. If we don't, if the town doesn't levy any kind of tax, we would be given a pro rata share of what's collected by the state through the Department of Revenue, or dispersed by the Department of Revenue.
Which is what we're receiving already.
Yeah, well, this is an additional
Oh,
tax.
is it? So it is additional, okay.
Yeah, so it would be, it's, like I said, it's a 10 cent per milliliter tax on vapor, consumable vapor products. So if the town, if the council, if you guys decide to levy a tax, it would need to be done and sent to the Department of Revenue before October 1st of this year, but we would not begin collecting it until October 1st of 2026. If you choose not to do anything, I would just simply send in, I provided you with the act, that's what's in here. And then this thing from the Department of Revenue, if you look on the second page, if council decides not to levy any kind of tax, then I've already filled it out in the event this is what you're instructed to do. I'll just send this to them tomorrow if that's what you're going to do, say that we're not levying any additional tax, and then we would be given our pro rata share starting October 1, 2026, when they, or not, we would get money then, but that's when they would start collecting the tax, and that's how we would get it through the state.
Any thoughts on that?
So, the state,
I don't think we have enough business to justify collecting that little bit of employee report. But at the same time, if we grow, I don't think we're gonna learn that much. I think we just need to get it from the state account.
Everybody sound like, and all the papers said it is as it is.
Yeah, I make a motion to leave it as it is.
So,
Any other questions? All fair say aye. Opposed? All right. As is, man.
Do make a mistake on that, I'm sorry, I was writing. Thank you.
you're welcome.
All right, national night out. In the past, the sheriff's department, a good person to work with, a good, source of us having a great national night out. This past year, I was totally embarrassed. I've never seen such poor outflow, just didn't care, uncaring, and we had no knowledge of what anything was going to take place from the sheriff's department. The sheriff that we have in the seat today is just, I think he just doesn't really care about that. The captain that we had over our area out here for years was a gem, and she would do everything in her power to get all the trucks we needed, the food trucks and all the drinks and all that, and she ran a very tight show, tight-knit business with it. So, that being said, I don't know what to expect. We're gonna try to find out from the sheriff. It's difficult to get with him some days, to see what we can do, what's gonna happen in a national night out situation. I don't know if that's, y'all heard anything yet?
That's why I'm here.
You're here, okay. All right, then, I'll let you have the floor.
So, I probably have more questions than answers. But my first question is, what does the city want? And I'll do everything I can to make it happen. I know last year, I noticed some issues as well. Some of the food trucks were missing. The Coca-Cola truck that's always there, wasn't there. I want to make sure that happens this year. There was a mix-up with the MC, and I think that was due to an illness that was unforeseen, but I have some people lined up for that, so I don't know if you have a point of contact or somebody I can meet with. You know, I'd love to sit down and figure out exactly what y'all want, and we'll, make it happen.
That'd be great.
I mainly need to know what night. I'll say this while we're talking about it. Center Point, they're doing theirs on October 7th. That's the only national night out coming up that I can see interfering with anything y'all would want to do. Just my personal suggestion would be don't do it on that night. Any other night should be fine. Because I don't want y'all competing with another city for, I want the best SWAT truck to come out here. I want the best canines that the kids can play with to come out here. I want y'all to get the best for everything. So that would be my only input for now, is any night on October 7th.
Okay, all right, sounds great. Thanks, sir.
Absolutely.
Appreciate that. All right. Next. Thanks. All right, our election's coming up, so, for this year, for our town. So everybody's aware of that, I'm sure. I don't know if anybody needs to say anything about that or any comments. Anybody? What?
That's all I have to say is, at our church,
Yes,
we're
ma'am.
having problems with the Family Life Center.
Yes, ma'am.
We're putting up signs for down low where you go in. Handicap will be able to park down there. Everybody else parks in the regular parking lot.
Okay. We all have signs directed in order to go.
We've already got one sign made up
Okay,
right there where the parsonage is.
okay,
To go straight is handicap only parking.
okay. And then enter by that side door down there.
Yes, it's gonna be by the side door where you go into the fellowship hall.
For the Boy Scouts. That's been a few years ago.
Wow.
All right.
You really need to come to special election. Special call meetings. Can we special elections?
Yeah, afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't set it.
So we'll get that on the list, so.
Yeah.
Y'all got that?
Yep.
Okay. Don't, let me know when you get.
I put it on my calendar, so I don't forget.
That's a special meeting on the second, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's just a finalized vote last night. All right. Citizen participation. Anybody?
I'll go last.
Sorry?
I'll go last. Nobody wants to talk? Really?
You may be going first.
Yes, sir.
Just one quick question. I'm sorry, but who did you say the point of contact is gonna be?
It'd be me.
It'd be me.
It's right on.
If I'm ready, I'll do that. I guess I can call out.
All right, I guess it is me.
It is you. Go for it.
So with that election coming up, I actually had a bit of a concern with some of the things that had occurred leading up to it. I'm advised that this council had voted to disable the social media on the publicly owned Sylvan Springs Facebook page. and that social media was disabled almost immediately after the deadline for your competitor's registration to run for mayor. It seems a little bit problematic, and I actually kind of asked both candidates in my interview what they believe about our Constitution. Is it optional? Do you guys believe that our Constitution is valid in all public spaces, be it virtual or physical? I asked the components of the First Amendment, and I helped both of our candidates for that particular article. In fact, I took all the edits from our candidates exactly as they wanted. I did have my interviewer notes as far as things that are mitigating circumstances, like, for example, 269. Mayor Parsons can't control that. Crime in Sylvan Springs for people that come outside. Well, Mayor Parsons is not a god. He's not like somebody that could just point and strike down all the crime. Don't we wish it could happen that way? But to me, it is a little concerning that it seems like discussion about election has been sort of shut down, but also I've encountered a few things where I was referred to pretty poorly, and it was like immediately after that article it posted. Other people gave me great feedback, including yourself, sir. There were also people who are in the Parsons family who was not very savory on social media with that, and that has actually called into question for me whether or not citizens are trusted to make their choice based on the information provided, which there ain't a whole lot of difference between you and Aaron. To be quite frank, you guys are good men, both of you. You guys have darn near the same platform, except for, Aaron has a few little minor things that he wants to go after too. Just wanted to make sure that this council knows that I am very disappointed in the decision to restrict our town citizens from being able to discuss, even if it is on the page that barely anybody comments on. The only thing they can do now is go into the What's Happening in Sylvan Springs page, where there are very hostile people on there, such that I kind of don't like dealing with it. You can't control everybody's speech, but at the same time, in that environment, the people with the heckler's veto, the people who are very hateful, are basically drowning out all the good people in Sylvan Springs who care about this place. And I want my son to be able to grow up in a community where we know each other, not like Pleasant Grove where people don't even know their neighbor. So that's kind of where I am. If you're not talking, you're fighting. And we need to talk more. We need to get together more. We can't be shutting down this communication line.
Well, I'm just gonna tell you how I feel about social media. Okay? I don't know. If I can't have a conversation between me and you, then it's a sad day. But with social media, people can say anything they want to say, do anything they want to do, and to me, it shouldn't be. Okay? It's blown up way too far. And it has great things that you can do with it. Don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, it's become the whipping post that I can tell anybody anything, do anything I want to do, and there's no recourse. So for that, I don't look at it, I don't read it. I just I need to know something, or if I need to do something on it, I get Jennifer to do it for me. I'm not a computer person, don't care to be. Give me a hammer and nail, give me the farm, the tractor, and I'm happy. Okay, or give me my job here, whatever. But it's just not for me, because of the way it's abused more than anything. And you don't get the truth out of it 9 times out of 10. So, and you can't control it. So, what you're saying, what you're asking to do or not do, is impossible.
May I respond to that?
Yes, sir.
My belief in the Constitution is such that even speech that is not laudatory, that people disagree with, is protected. And it is not government's role to end a public forum that was previously a public forum just because it is now an election season. It is not government's role, and it is not actually legal. And my worry is that our budget may get hit by some knucklehead that may come from outside of our town. If you've ever watched First Amendment auditors, that is a very, very open place where it's a soft spot. We have soft spots in two places. We have that social media thing that occurred. Anybody could come and say, hey, you shut down social media, so I can't discuss here. So the town could get sued by somebody. And that is actually true from the U.S. Supreme Court. There was actually a ruling in 2024 about that. I understand you disagree, and I'm sorry, I have to side with the U.S. Supreme Court on that. But the second aspect of that is our town has a website. Alabama state law does say that all of our ordinance, if we have a website, has to be posted there. It's not. It's not there. If you go in there right now, it's not there. And I would like to volunteer my services and my equipment. I have a scanner that's capable of scanning things really quickly. I'm willing to let the town use that for as long as they need to, or I'm willing to operate it for them. Volunteer, you ain't got to pay me anything, because I want this town to be in compliance with state law and the Constitution, and I want to be a part of that solution. And honestly, it's 2025. We've got to get together with that. You know, I love this town, and I'm willing to serve in those ways. And if it takes me coming down and pressure washing pavement to serve my community, darn sure right I'll do it, because it's therapeutic too.
Let me ask you this, what do you got against the council? You said you was against us. What is the council doing?
I didn't say that I was against the council. I said I am disappointed that the council has chosen to disable the Facebook page's comments, which to my knowledge has never had a fight on it, has not had that many.
I'm not gonna get on there and comment on anything.
But it was
That
the
was the reason we
Sylvan.
turned it off, we didn't want that.
It was the
Since
Sylvan.
it's not a public forum, we can't turn that off. Now, if I go and delete comments that were made, that's a problem. But because we're turning all comments off, that's not a problem, since it's not a public discussion forum. It's an information-only page, so that's why we have the comments turned off. This is our public forum, not our social media pages. They can't be turned off.
The Supreme Court found otherwise in 2024 against
And
the
our
social.
lawyers advised us that we could, and because it hasn't made it to the Supreme Court yet. There's no black and white Supreme Court case, we talked about that last week with our lawyer. We're good.
There is. I understand your passion, but it is not correct.
What it is.
No, sir, it isn't.
Any other discussion?
But to summarize, I don't have anything against this council. I believe this council made the wrong decision, and I believe this council had basically infringed on citizen rights, even if it's just one or two people. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Anybody else?